And as you can see right here, this guy is like fucking sad in the rain. I think we all know where this image is from. But it's actually fucking insane right here. So he and every time he comes back, it's just insane. Also, there's thing.
Doherty is not doing very well.
Hang on.
Apparently, his girlfriend has broken up with him and has called the cops on him. He's also melting down on stream about how his income is going down and he's not making enough money anymore.
Well, maybe if you weren't just an unlikable asshole, maybe you probably would get at least maybe like some money. But for me, I don't care. I just use the money for that you guys, you know, gift is it mainly just goes back to the channel. I'm just saving up for art though. That's all I'm doing. Or video games for the channel that we can play. It's one of those two. The animals and like DLC stuff right there. That's me. That's the one I know I have a problem with. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I've seen some of you guys play certain games. Don't judge me on that when it comes to money.
And he's essentially just ran
because I'm the same way.
OnlyFans girls to exploit. Even the last remaining one he had, his own girlfriend, has actually abandoned him. So yeah, it's just a good day to be alive for anyone but Jack Doherty, I guess. So let's just start with this video of him melting down because his girlfriend called the police. Apparently she wanted to move out and take her things, but Jack Doherty was throwing like a tantrum and not letting her, so she literally had to call the police to get the things out of her house.
Guys, look. Me and McKinley just broke up. The cops are outside of my house right now.
Again, like, why are you recording this? This is like something that you need to throw in the closet and not speak of, okay?
She just called the cops on me, packed all her shit, took her f***ing car. Everything. Insane. Insane.
You mean the car that you gave her? Dude, I'm sorry, but it's like, if I am that pretty right there, I am that fabulous. Just like, goddamn, it's of course you're gonna say that. Look, if I was like her, obviously, like, I would say, hey, could you give me a car? And I would definitely, like, you know, stay for you like a lot more longer and then just say some nice stuff. Obviously, he's gonna be like, hell yeah, it gets car. And then like a month later, all right, I'm done. The car's, and just make sure the car's in your name and then just dip out. Stonks. I mean, I know she's not that good too, but I mean, to be fair, it's like it's tough because you're like choosing the lesser of two evils. But I think he is probably the like douchebag number one though.
Bro, I can't believe I dated that bitch for the past 2 years, bro. It doesn't even seem real.
Okay, so basically, if you didn't follow the whole Jack Doherty lore, he's basically in a relationship with an OnlyFans girl, and he thought he was in love or some shit. And it obviously was a transactional relationship, and his life is falling apart at the seams. This is pretty much...
And yeah, he's recording that too. And you're recording that too, so we can see... Dude, if something like this happened to me, I would not be recording this shit.
Much exactly,
which I don't think it would happen. Because I'm a very kind dude.
Was about as real as Neon's relationship with his OnlyFans girl, where the girl is only with you for the money and the clout, and now that that has dried up, she probably makes enough.
Dude, I was gonna say this, like, you're dating OnlyFans girl right there. What the fuck did you expect? I'm sorry, but I would never date anybody, let alone be with anybody, or like even if it's a one-night stand kind of thing right there. If they're an OnlyFans, because then it's like, all right, I have seen enough. I am satisfied, and then just flies away.
Enough on her own OnlyFans and has decided to leave because she literally used you for clout and now has left, which is basically what everyone was saying. Not to mention, you are
I mean, that's what I would do if I was that pretty.
Douchebag on the internet, and no sane woman would ever want to be in a relationship with you. So yeah, this was only a matter of time, and her calling the cops is just a bonus. That's like sprinkles on my ice cream. So then Jack goes on some unhinged rant calling her evil and calling girls fake and stuff.
Don't even know her. It's insane. Like, evil, bro. She's been plotting this shit for a minute. This bitch used me for fucking money. For real. For sure. I never thought it would be possible, but it's obvious. It's like no bitch flips like that in 24 hours, changes their passwords to absolutely everything, calls the cops to me to take all their shit. shit and like that. Like, who the fuck does that after I've done?
Wait. Because I don't remember seeing this part. I only saw like the first bit right there from that. How do you know she changed her passwords? All her passwords. Is it kind of like the Netflix sharing kind of shit right here? Like he was like, wait, man, I can't get in my Netflix. What the hell? I think that's very weird, but I think that, like, okay, like, I don't know. I honestly feel like that's kind of weird that you have access to her passwords and then she changed every single password. So it's going to be very weird. It's going to turn into a stalker situation. I'm not going to be surprised if the police gets called at some point later on. Please. Please. That was me praying, by the way.
Everything for this girl for the past 2 years. I've done more for this girl the past 2 years than I've done for my mom the whole fucking life.
Okay, so you threw money at her. Wow, what a great sacrifice.
Wow,
Truly
damn, man.
legendary. Truly an actual real love story. Let's call this Romeo and Juliet Part 2. By the way, the money that he threw at her was money that he made from exploiting other OnlyFans girls. Just a spectacular
So exploiting
business
women
right there, where
just
he
to
takes
please a woman.
percentage of these young girls who are just,
Damn.
you know, showing their bodies online, and he essentially recruits them at the ripe age of 18 like an absolute creep. Also, it's so funny how he's calling her, like, evil, and she's, like, plotting this the whole time. Like, this wasn't some sort of, like, elaborate plan, like
Hide the
insane
Doofenshmirtz.
Game of
Hide
Thrones
the
type scheme that
Doofenshmirtz
nobody could have seen this
has
coming.
made an
This was the
OnlyFans
most
account.
obvious thing ever.
Oh, no.
In fact, she probably told you at the very start exactly what she was doing, and you shut off your brain because you actually thought somebody was interested in you, but you're
Actually, before we go into that right there, she actually did say that the only reason why she is, and this came from not, look, I'm not, like, the idiot, the broccoli man baby himself actually did say that. It's like, if I can't make money, she ain't going to stay with me anymore and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys remember hearing that before at some point, coming from his words, from his mouth, talking about that shit. And now he's not making the money. Guess what? She left and is not going to come back. Shocker. So that means he did hear it. He did acknowledge that. And I think there was some other stuff too that happened before that too. But yeah, wow. Who would have guessed when you told people like that, and people were saying, oh, so she's just using you. That's basically what it is. And then he got like super defensive. He's like, no, I'm not, she's not using me and all that kind of shit, like right there that he always fucking does. Man, dude. I hate to break it to him, but he got fucking used. Oh my god, that's insane. And you even said it yourself, you fucking idiot. And why is he acting like all pissed and all surprised that this happened? Man, dude. Can't tell right there, but I actually facepalmed, chat. I actually facepalmed at that. It's just, come on.
you're an absolute narcissist, and that's just not the case. You literally accepted this transactional relationship. You gave her money and clout, and she pretends
car.
to like you. It's just a classic,
And a small
like,
loan of $1 million.
douchebag feel. And you, being the chump you are, convinced yourself that you
I
were
had that
in
last
love or
one,
something,
okay.
which is so embarrassing for you. I would not put this online. This is something you hide in the basement. Never tell anybody.
Dude, this is what I've been saying. Like, dude, this is like so embarrassing right here. I don't think, I honestly feel like I would not tell anybody this happened. Like 100%. I'd be like, nope. This did not happen, bro. I don't think you would want, like, okay, to be fair, like, this is just me. I mean, and then I'm not an asshole like him. But if something like this were to happen to me, and if I was an asshole, which I'm not, this is something just throw in the basement and never speak of again. Like, you put it in a locked box inside of another locked box. Inside of another locked box. In a fucking fish tank surrounded by electric piranhas and sulfuric acid proof, obviously. Piranhas that are electric. And then lock that up and just bury the whole fucking cage. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Did I just describe kind of like the whole like summary plot of like Piranha, the movie? Chat, don't look up that movie or the second one. I'm 100% say so. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Also, how do you know that she changed all of her passwords in 24 hours unless you had access to every single one of her social media?
Dude, I was fucking saying that. I was fucking right. I was like, dude, it's kind of weird. Like, how would you know? Like, this is like a Netflix situation right here.
Accounts. Isn't that insanely weird? Isn't that like borderline abusive? Like you're monitoring every single thing she does.
Dude, that is like
online?
100%
That is
abuse.
just not normal behavior. And I think she definitely
Again,
did
she
the
looks
right
like a
thing
10,
leaving.
but you know,
And,
this.
what
I
I'm
heard the
guessing
content she
here
does
is
is
that the reason
brings it
Jack
down by
is
like
so mad
5.
is that one of the passwords that he changed
Actually,
was
7.
probably her OnlyFans account and the revenue associated with that. So he basically lost his biggest and only income source here, which was his girlfriend making him money through OnlyFans.
I'm just gonna pause right there. Okay, so obviously, like, you know, I'm just gonna say this right now. So that was not even his money that he was throwing around. That was her money. So he didn't do shit. He was just using other people's talents just so he can go out his lavish lifestyle and all this kind of stuff. I don't know what's even more sad. Like the people who are OnlyFans girls that actually fell for this, because they could have just started an OnlyFans and just left it at that and not even gone anywhere close to associate themselves with this guy, but okay.
So rightfully, as this man goes broke, he is losing his mind. And he has to pretend that he's still rich and balling so that other girls will sign up to his service. Here we have him bragging about how much money he's making, completely pulling out fingers from his ass, by the way.
Past few years that I've done for my mom the whole fucking life. And I'm a fucking millionaire. That's what's sad about that. It's like, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this girl. I've spent 800 days in a row with this girl. And this is how I get fucking treated. Like, what the
Again, he's acting surprised, like, shocker. After you fucking told us that if you don't make money, she'll leave him and all that kind of stuff. Like, well, he actually said, if I don't make enough money, insert man baby screaming noises, she'll leave me. It came from the beast itself.
I can't believe it, bro. You do everything for a girl and she fucking calls the cops on you to come pack her shit? Like, what the fucking fuck are you shitting me?
Okay, first, I think it says more about you that she literally needs to call the cops just to get things out of her house. Like,
dude, facts.
How omega psychotic must you have been for her to actually
restraining
call the
order
cops for this? Like, when somebody
restraining
breaks up,
order,
you know, they just take their things and they leave. But the fact that she had to call the cops means you were blocking her somehow. You're probably using your shit security, if you can even afford that anymore, to block her from taking her things. Looking at that absolute broccoli on your head, she probably turned to stone like your Medusa or some shit. But yeah, as usual, Jack is engaged in this massive humiliation ritual where he is just
dude, I like the dude. He is like going in that fucking car so fast that like that is how. Okay, I'm not gonna. You know what? I don't know if that's like nice for me to say this right there. I'm debating on saying it. Should I say it? Because I was gonna say he's getting in that car faster than he was trying to get in her pants and all that before she fucking left him. Cause like damn, she was like, damn, Sin, did you really say that? Yeah, I did say that was kind of mean though. I'm sorry about that, but I mean, no, not to him though, because you know he was being a dick, but just like, you know, me wanting to say that and chat having to hear that. I'm sorry, chat. I failed you. Supposed to be safe, so.
embarrassing himself constantly. I don't know why you would ever record this, why you would tell people online, I had to call the cops on my girlfriend, she's leaving me. It's like, dude, how many times can the internet just dunk your head into
also, he's
a
in
toilet
party.com. What the fuck is that?
You just take it. You just take it.
You look, she packed all of her shit. Everything.
You know, it's funny where he's saying he just takes it, you know, just like how this girlfriend took everything on the car that you gave her and all that. I forgot what kind of car that, you know, Jack gave her anyway. I think it was like a McLaren, I think too. Those things are like expensive if I recall. Damn. Dude, she's gonna go to her friend's house and she's gonna be balling now. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, she's not as good either because this the stuff I've heard that she's posted is not as it's not as annoying and like kind of like a nuisance kind of shit as what Jack is, which he's just a fucking asshole. But it's still like, you know, the eyebrow gets raised and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck, you know, kind of thing.
All of her shit. All over. Oh, she left that. No, I'm kidding. She didn't even try to talk to
Those
me
are the
before.
clothes
She
that
just called the cops on me
that
and
were
said, "I'm gonna
touched
go
by
get all
you.
her
That's what
shit
she's gonna
and took
take them.
everything. Her Maybach, your Birkin.
Sorry, that was a little bit too brutal. I'm sorry. Chad, you had to hear that. Not to him, but
like dead ass just straight up used me. Like that's what it seems like. You guys seen like I sacrificed my content for this girl. Like
Oh no, what will
Oh my
humanity
God.
do without Jack Doherty's content? Anything but the content, man. In fact, I would trade half the human race for Jack Doherty's content, actually. Now, what was the content?
It's the
Just
human
him
race.
harassing people on the street, hiding behind his piece of trash bodyguard. Great content, man. I
Wow.
can't believe.
dude, like his content is just that, and then him just like laughing like a fucking little annoying ass kid from I was gonna say Minecraft, from Fortnite, and possibly Minecraft too. You know those ones that annoy the shit out of you when you were playing that game, probably back in the day. The ones that you're just like, I will find you. And then turns into a Call of Duty lobby right there, and they start saying your mother kind of stuff right there, and it's just like, damn, Chad, we gotta bring back those lobbies. I honestly feel like that taught people more valuable lessons. You could be a punching bag if you're gonna be an idiot. Your line is spoken. That would be one steak, please.
You actually
Or
had to
soda.
sacrifice that for her because he loved her, guys. Does anybody actually buy that bullshit?
Oh,
are
because you
incapable of
loved
loving-
her,
you
like
have
the
not
guy
loved
screaming the
anyone
car.
in
That's
your
gonna be
entire life.
Jack.
You know, somebody's gonna write a book about this, like the e-pimp and the OnlyFans girl, just to teach a lesson to all the Gen Alpha kids coming up. Because our generation is gonna be ripe with Jack Doherty's.
Dude, I would write that book. I will go under like a different name. But damn, I'll be like the rise and fall of idiocracy on the internet. Actually, no, we're still going down that way. Yeah, we're fucked.
Unfortunately, he is like the start of this massive trend of douchebag influencers that's just gonna come on and take over now.
I sacrificed my business for this girl. I made her my business. Like I f***ing put all my time into her.
All right, this is so
Dude.
funny because he completely slips up here. He says, I made her my business, right? And if you want to know the
I told you that was her
translation of
money.
that,
I was
he's
right.
basically saying, I pimped out my own girlfriend on OnlyFans and took a % of her revenue. That was his business. That was the thing that he was bragging about all this time. Oh, he's making so much money. Nope, it was just his girlfriend making all the money, and then he would take a cut because he's this manipulative piece of shit. This
Yeah, so that was, again, as I said, that wasn't his money. So basically he was stealing from her, and he was just leeching off her. Chad, there is a guy after all. Yes.
absolute limp piece of broccoli actually thought he built a business. Like, he has the audacity to say that. He thinks he had anything of value to offer this world. No, you are
Nope.
a loser, a complete reject, a waste of space, an abomination of a human. It is sad to inhale the same air as you, to be the same species. If aliens come to Earth, you're our first human sacrifice, all right? You are an absolute embarrassment, all right? And this is just a victory lap for every one of your haters. Now he goes in an absolute
Victory
like
lap.
nice guy rant, like, oh, I'll definitely treat her better. The next guy is not gonna do as well. He literally thinks he's a Shawn Mendes song.
No other guy in the world that's gonna treat her better than me. When I met this girl, I was making $1.5 million a month. Now I'm making probably a tenth of that. It's because I spent too much time loving this girl when I should have been working.
I spent too much time loving this girl. What are you talking
What the
about? From
fuck?
what I saw, you're like terminally online, dude. Also, he's
Also, just remember this too. Like, okay, so I saw the shit that happened, like little clips because of the internet. I'm pretty sure you guys remember that stuff where, like the other girls that he did do that OnlyFans stuff with, that within that business and all that kind of shit right there. There was a situation that happened with that, and instead of Jack going in and like trying to defend his girlfriend, is just like right there, just like like laughing. And just like, like looking at the camera like, go, come on, get more of that money. We need more of that money. That's how I looked at that. Just unamused. 100% just unamused. Like, brother, you're really going to do that? Also, you're not brother. You know what? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of this world. You're going to Mars. Actually, no, we're going to Mars. To human race. Go to Jupiter. I think there's a planet there. Right, it's the one from the aliens that were like that can go and connect to the trees and all that kind of stuff.
He's completely lying about his income. I can guarantee you he does not make
Zero.
100K a month. I can 100% guarantee you that.
I can guarantee he makes
absolute
zero.
tool will exaggerate every single
Nada.
number ever because he wants to attract more girls like McKinley, his girlfriend, so that they fall under his trap. Basically agree to split revenue with him because they think it somehow elevates their brand, like he's promoting them to a new audience and then they're gonna get more followers and more revenue for their OnlyFans, when in actuality he literally offers nothing to the deal of, at all, and he's basically just scamming all these people. And the reality is Jack is completely broke. Think about it. He is banned from every single streaming platform. He gets no viewers. He literally
Dude, I find it funny, and I just remember this right now. He got banned off Kick, and it's a permaban, I think. Yeah, so and I'm like right here, like, dude, that is like, Kick is like scientifically impossible to get banned from. Like, just because they're so fucking like lean on a lot of shit. Like, so much fucking shit. And yet somehow this fucking idiot finds a way to piss off the people who made Kick to ban him. That's impressive, especially like coming from, you know, Kick and all that. Even though I still don't like the platform because of how it was founded and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying that's like impressive. Like, if you're gonna do questionable shit, Kick is probably the best platform right there.
lost all of his OnlyFans girl contracts
Just don't do what he did.
OnlyFans girl connections, and that was his only source of revenue. His biggest earner, his own girlfriend, has left him, changed the password, and he has nothing left. He is completely done. I wouldn't be surprised to see him at your local McDonald's. He's completely cooked. Now, while I have
dude,
no
McDonald's,
sympathy for his
if you
girlfriend
hire
leaving
him,
let's
we're gonna
not forget that
boycott it.
She's also a complete shameless degenerate.
Isn't there a
freak
boycott
as
going on with
well.
McDonald's
We
anyway?
made a video on her in the past where basically she was just promoting her OnlyFans to minors and kids. She had like a
What the
12,
fuck?
13-year-old kid in her videos, and she's dressed in like a skimpy outfit and all that. It's like complete degenerate shit. These people kind of deserved each other.
Just gonna be honest with you, as much as all of them are very pretty, I'm still choose the cars.
But honestly, I wouldn't
I
care if
prefer the
these guys
cars.
literally got
The line
ran
has
over.
spoken.
Here's a
Cars
video
win
she
every
posted
time.
with baby
Also
Glock,
Glock.
who's this kid who's
Dual
11
wheels
years
Glock.
old, who's somehow become an influencer now.
Would you rather
The
have
fuck?
this girl or this Urus?
Car.
I'm taking that year.
It's a red. It's red and
Urus?
black. That looks clean.
Alright. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren?
I'll take the McLaren, but different
McLaren?
color.
Oh, okay.
I can paint that.
Sorry. Alright, would you rather have this girl or this blue Lambo?
Lambo.
Lambo.
Still?
It's a Lambo.
Good enough for you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Dude,
so let me get this straight.
it's a
You
Lambo.
are a full-grown woman asking an 11-year-old boy if he'd rather sleep with an OnlyFans girl. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. This is like the thing that I was like talking about earlier, where it's like the thing that'll make you raise the eyebrow, just like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Are you really offering that to an 11-year-old kind of shit? Like right there? Like, what the fuck? I mean, even if it's me and I'm like over 20 and all that kind of stuff, like, I think I'd still choose the car. It's a Lambo. Shit, I just realized that, you know, like Jack's gonna have to sell all that stuff just to keep like at least the house. The housing in Florida in that area where he's at is not cheap. The cars that he has, like the Lambo and all the other stuff, like the Tesla, because I think he has like a dude. If you were to sell that thing for $1, I would not buy that because it touched like he touched it. If you're trying to sell that for $100K, you're obviously fucking out of your mind. There is no price on the stuff that he has touched because it's now worthless. Hell, even giving me that shit for free, I mean, okay, I might take it and then like do something stupid with it, but I won't keep it because it's tainted. He desecrated that vehicle. Especially a Lambo. You cannot desecrate a Lambo. But yet Jack found a way to do that. Scientists will still try to figure out what was going on and how he did that to this day.
I mean, what the flying f is wrong with you? FBI, open up! Now, here's a couple videos Jack filmed while melting down. He basically just posted his girlfriend taking her things from the house.
It's like my girlfriend called the cops on me to get all
Are
her
those
stuff
his
out.
packages or her packages?
Insane. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe what's happening right now. Girls are the fake. You guys wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah, girls are fake, or you're a massive, insufferable douchebag who deserves everything that's happening to him. He made
I think
this
it's the
tweet,
second one.
You give a girl the world, and she'll still call the cops on you to come get her stuff. That's a very oddly specific scenario, dude.
Yeah.
Also, what exactly did you give her besides permanent brain damage from listening to your voice every day?
A car. Oh yeah, that is all. Oh, so wait. Damn, dude, she got like everything ready to go. Holy shit. She was like, it's go time. It's time to bug out.
You gotta get out of my house. I didn't let you. I didn't say you can come in.
She's letting us in.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is
I don't
on
care.
here.
Dude, I'm like right there. I was kind of hoping when I saw that, because like for that bit right there, I was like, dude, touch them, because the bodyguard cannot touch the police officer, because then he'll probably get arrested too and tased and all that kind of stuff right there, and it'll be like a massive fucking issue going on. And then it's going to be Jack's fault because he touched the police officer, which you're not supposed to do that. I feel like people are going to find that anyway out the hard way, so okay.
She's a resident here.
I was kind of hoping for that though. I was like, please touch that police officer.
Yeah, I don't think
Get
that's
arrested.
how it works.
Stay a night in the
that is
county
literally
jail
the purpose
or 2.
of calling the police so that she can be escorted without you blocking her with your massive broccoli head. I mean, again, I don't
Broccoli.
really have much sympathy for her either. As I mentioned, she's a horrible person.
As
too.
again, as I said, choosing
and
like
you
the
gotta
lesser
be
of two
a special
evils.
type
Like
of
which
idiot
one's like
to get into a relationship
which one's the lesser
with
evil?
Jack
Which one?
Doherty willingly? But as I
Obviously it's
mentioned,
her,
I am
but,
not
you know,
surprised by this.
still
Nobody's
evil.
surprised by this. Apparently, the reason she called the cops as well is that Jack threatened her, which I wouldn't be surprised. This guy's an absolute loser.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who gave you? She doesn't own this house. Just because she lives doesn't mean she gave you permission to. Bro, you called the cops on me in my own house after I've done everything for you. I didn't threaten you, bro.
That's like something that someone who's very abusive would say.
How did I threaten you?
Do me a favor. Can you stay over there?
You're in my house.
And I think that's his mom right there too. Oh my god.
This is her house.
What a,
Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It's not your house.
Doesn't matter.
It's just crazy.
she should have taken the dog. The dog does not deserve to be with him. That is my dog now.
Out of my house. Yeah, stay the out of my house. Get out. Dude, tell her to get out of the house.
Oh no, so that might, okay, so that's her friend.
Yep, keep cussing in front of the cops, man. That'll help you, case. Also, threatening women, another new low for Jack here. I'm very curious what he said to threaten her, though, because it can't be physical, because this guy would get bodied by a chihuahua. Maybe it was like Jack's...
I have a chihuahua. But she's very calm though. I think my dog can win. If not, the lion will be released. And if the bodyguard's going to get away, it's like, cool. At least I can burn out all this energy now. I will turn into the chihuahua.
scumbag
Just like so,
security
you're gonna
guard
bite
on
his ankles?
Like, last payment or something.
That's where you gotta go
That's the
first. Have you
only
seen
way
Attack on
Jack
Titan?
could
You gotta go for
intimidate
that.
anyone by having a massive guy do all the dirty work for him. But yeah, what a great day, man. Jack's life falling apart is just wonderful. I think I'm gonna get myself a cookie today. Just to sorta
Yippee,
reward myself.
cookies.
I probably played no part in this, but I'd like to think I did. You know, just make a bunch of videos shitting on the guy. Maybe there's some sort of butterfly effect. Now, if you thought Jack couldn't get any more pathetic, actually,
Child, let's
nobody
make a
thought that,
butterfly
let's be
effect.
real.
Let's make a
But,
tornado.
He did go live the next day again, and he basically completely changed his tune now. I have no idea
Wait.
what
He went live again. Oh, is he gonna? Okay, so he's probably gonna talk about. Ah, dude, I just said put that in the fucking box and don't speak of it again. But he put the box out there for the whole fucking internet to see that. And yet, you know what he did? Like, instead of just like, you know, okay, you do that one time. Okay, you know, you're just an idiot. Put the box away. You know what he does? He gets the box again and then just says, "Look, internet. Look as you beat the shit out of me last time. I will show you the box again and give more of a detailed explanation of it." I'm like, oh god, can't tell, but I actually did another face palm right there because of that. I feel like I'm gonna get a concussion if I keep doing that. If every time I see his content or quote unquote content, and that content is him just being a fucking idiot.
what happened. Maybe McKinley went back to him and said something, or I don't know. He claims to be in love or whatever, so maybe he's like easily manipulated or something like that. But he seems to like her again.
Her plan all along was
Oh my
for me to
God.
let him break up. No, it wasn't bad. She's honestly like the best girl ever, but I think sometimes we need to settle our differences better and, I don't know, stay strong, facts, stay strong, brother. Thank you. Better content, you by yourself.
What the fuck?
Obviously, but I make a lot of sacrifices for her because, you know, I love her and, yeah, I make a lot of
Dude.
sacrifices in every aspect
Oh
of
my
life,
god.
but wish she saw that a little more, but she is super appreciative. I don't want to say anything bad about her.
Yeah, this is complete delusion. That
Yeah.
ship has sailed so many times. He says, I don't want to say anything bad about her after literally trashing her the entire
Dude,
night on
yeah.
stream. Saying you did everything for this girl and she just left. She just used you. She's fake, etc., etc. You literally
I mean,
went
if
on
I
a
was that
complete
girl, I would
unhinged
have done the
nice
same
guy
thing,
rant
except the
last
stuff where she
night.
did with the
It's a
minor kind of
little
stuff.
bit
That
late to
that
take
stuff's like
that
no.
back, but apparently this morning he's come out of the trance and now he's just like, oh yeah, she's just the best girl ever. I don't want to say anything bad about her.
You know what you should do? Maybe if you go get another like loan of 100K and give her that 100K, maybe she might come back. Cash. Just like sounds like she come out. Shh. No wait, hang on. I want to see his reaction. I want to see how stupid he is. It's not like there's no way he's gonna do something like that, right? Actually, no, he will do something like that. Just get her a new car. That will work. That always works. Chat, don't say anything. I want to see his reaction, okay? He's a fucking idiot. And to be fair, he kind of fucking deserves it.
Her like, what happened? Did she give you back the password to the OnlyFans account? That's the only like explanation I can see here. But honestly, either way,
Damn.
it's such loser
Pegasus
behavior,
just
man.
roasted
Just
that.
like broadcasting this type of relationship drama online as well. Just the whole thing, everything to do with this guy is just pathetic. Anyways, he confesses his love for her once again.
Oh my
I love
god.
her and she's my girlfriend. That's why I've been with her for the past 2 years. You know, it's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna be with someone I don't love or don't think I would be with in the future.
Oh, dude, this is
Something that
painful to
you can't overcome,
watch.
but like, yeah, it's probably the worst fight I've ever been in. But you know, you live and you learn, and I don't know. I think I just didn't like feeling like everyone around me was doing nothing.
Oh
I
my
kinda just crashed
god.
out. That's not really how it is.
Yeah, you can be with someone for 2 years and not love them. That is very entirely possible. Just because you were with her for 2 years doesn't mean you know what love is or that you actually love her. You're like what would happen if I asked ChatGPT to AI generate a douchebag. I refuse to believe this guy actually knows what love is or anything like that. His default NPC settings are only care about clout and money and nothing else. We all remember this guy has no emotions. He literally crashed his car and then when his friend was like bleeding from the face, he didn't even care about him. Like
You know,
his
he also
cameraman
could
or
have
whatever.
died
He was more concerned about the car
just because
and
of where
damage
the
and
angle and all
fact
that
he
shit
might be
was.
banned. And then his mom even came on stream saying that he's worried about him and he needs to stop doing all this bullshit, and he completely ignored her and
And he
continues
didn't.
doing this shit. I don't know. I just don't believe him. I highly doubt he was ever in love, and if he was, he's a complete moron. Anyways. Here's what people are saying. You're a freaking weirdo, man. She obviously felt threatened enough to call the cops for a reason. Frick out of here. Correcting the
facts.
record, her OnlyFans gave you the world. Like, he always says, like, I gave you the world. Like, what exactly did you give her? She was the breadwinner. She was the one making all of the money, dude. It is just embarrassing for you. I genuinely hope somebody catches him without his security and does exactly what needs to happen. Everybody is waiting for this day. I mean, this guy got bodied
Dude,
by
I think,
Neon.
yeah,
It's
no, I
not gonna
honestly
take
feel that. I mean,
much.
that's not a
Always
good thing,
to
but
see the
like, damn, I
downfall
honestly
of
feel
someone
that.
who truly deserves it in the world. You get what you put in this world. You
Dude,
treat
the
people like
Pope-
shit. Karma
the
will
Pope-
always
oh, wait,
win.
hang on, it's not the
You
Pope,
expect
it's
his
another guy.
OnlyFans. How could anyone date this a-hole? Yeah, I could not care less about this. Jack is the type of guy that nobody pays attention to unless he slips and cracks his skull. Then everybody looks at him and laughs. You know, I was having
Yeah.
a pretty bad day, but now that I've shit on Jack and seen him failing in life, I just have a spring in my step. I might go outside, get some fresh air, some sunlight, say hi to the neighbor's dog, start skipping
Doggo.
around. Hopefully this made your day as well. I love my job.
This made
I'll see you
everyone's
guys
day.
next
The
time.
lion is
Bye-bye.
pleased.
Always